Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another Hammer Productions night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Torture Garden, released in 1967. Directed by Freddie Francis, from a script by Robert Bloch, starring Burgess Meredith, Jack Palance, Beverly Adams, Peter Cushing, Michael Bryant, John Standing, Robert Hutton, John Phillips, Michael Ripper, Barbara Ewing, Maurice Denham, and Niall MacGinnis. Now, this is my third horror anthology from Amicus Productions. This is not a Hammer Productions film, but another Amicus film. And it is right up there, in my opinion, with the previous two that I reviewed on this channel, which were Tales from the Crypt and The Vault of Horror. Now, this one is a little different than those because those were based on the EC Comics Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror comics. Whereas this is based on some short stories that Robert Bloch had written. And Robert Bloch had a really good communication and really good, association with Amicus Films, apparently, because there were numerous feature films and horror anthologies that he wrote for them. And I have reviewed 3 of them now, counting this one. I reviewed 2 of his feature films, The Skull and The Psychopath. And Robert Bloch hasn't let me down yet, really, in any of these. This has such an interesting wraparound segment due to Burgess Meredith's performance as Dr. Diablo. He is just having so much fun playing this character and being just sinister and fun with this character and introducing each of the different tales. And what a cast of characters we have in those tales. Oh, wow. The first tale that we are introduced to is Enoch, which is about a killer cat. And I was so-so with this one. It was fairly good, but it wasn't as good as some of the later segments in this film. Some of that was based on how I just didn't like Michael Bryant as the lead in here. I mean, you're not supposed to like him. He's a douchebag he's going to kill his uncle, played by Maurice Denham, and everything. But still, it was the least interesting out of the tales. And then we have segment 2, which is titled Terror Over Hollywood. And it features Beverly Adams, and she is a much better lead in here. She is beautiful, she is likable as her character, and I like the twist in the story. I'm not going to give away anything because I know you guys might want to see this, but this one was a really, really good segment in this film. Not the best of the 4 that we get in here, but it was not bad at all. Number 3 is titled Mr. Steinway, and it stars John Standing and Barbara Ewing. And this one was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool because you don't get many segments in anything ever where you have a killer piano. And that is literally what we get in this segment. And I really liked that story. I mean, it's not the best, as I said. This one's kind of equal probably with the second one, Terror Over Hollywood, but it's pretty cool. And John Standing, as he was in The Psychopath, he is really good in his role in here. But without a shadow of a doubt, the best segment in this whole film, and the whole reason you want to watch it, is segment number 4, The Man Who Collected Poe. And it features Jack Palance and Peter Cushing. And my God, getting to see these two awesome actors working off of each other. Oh, wow. It is great. It is absolutely phenomenal to get to see them working off of each other. And, you know, Peter Cushing is really, really good in this, but I think Jack Palance one-ups him and is better than him in this segment. But they are both great, but I think the standout of the whole film, as far as all of these segments, is definitely Jack Palance. He is so great in this. And he's great in the wraparound alongside Dr. Diablo as well with Burgess Meredith. I really liked his interactions with him as well. So, I mean, when you... Now, keep in mind that this was originally intended to have been a horror anthology that featured Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. But 20th Century Fox, who was distributing this film, told them that they wanted a more American cast. So they kept Peter Cushing in, but that's where they ended up getting Burgess Meredith and Jack Palance in here. And I have to say, I'm glad that producer made that. I would have loved to have seen Christopher Lee in this. I mean, I would have loved to have seen him play in one of the other segments or whatever, you know. But, man, this is a really, really good horror anthology. And like I said, it is just as good, in my opinion, as what Amicus's other horror anthologies were, with Tales from the Crypt and The Vault of Horror. So, if you have not seen this one, go check it out, please. My final review for Torture Garden. I am going to give this film a 9.2 out of 10. This is a really excellent horror anthology. Well done. I'm not going to say that this is the best Robert Bloch horror anthology from Amicus Films, but it is damn good. If you haven't seen it, check it out for sure. But have you seen it? If you have, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of Torture Garden? And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when that video goes live, it will go live for all Plus members to view prior to it coming to the channel for everyone else to view. And then I will put another post up, so it's not a one-time thing. So if you want to get interactive, now is your opportunity. Well, that's it for another Hammer Productions night. If you missed last week's Hammer Productions night, check out the link up here to
get caught up on that one. Or if you missed any of the other Hammer Productions nights, be sure and check out the playlist right here to get caught up on any of them that you have missed.